I was a fool to love. I was a fool to love you. I was a fool.
Hey guys, it's UBE, it's Omar, and welcome back to my channel. Now, it's almost Halloween. It's a scary, spooky skeleton type of time. And I want to tell you guys a horror story, but not some typical horror story, but a gay horror story. And this includes my first time bottoming. Now, there's an interesting part to my first time bottoming, because you may assume that if I bottomed, I was with a guy, and that wasn't it. That's not it. Or I wasn't with a girl either. I bottomed by myself. So you're like, how does that work out? The reason that works out is because I used a sex toy and I went to town on myself. I know you're asking yourself, why the fuck would you be revealing this to a bunch of people who you do not know? Anybody can come watch this video. Your mom could go see this video. Your brother could watch this video. But you know what? Fuck it, I already came out online. I already embarrassed myself so much at this point online by talking about me like sitting on dicks and saying a lot of embarrassing other shit. So hey, girl, it's whatever. So my first bottoming story started, oh God, I want to say when? May, June, I don't know, of this year. When I came out, I was still kind of like getting comfortable with the idea of like me liking men, exploring the gamut of what is my sexuality. Towards about May or June, I kind of already like dated a guy. It was kind of already ending, and I just kind of wanted to like explore myself and kind of realize if am I a top or a bottom, am I both? So what happened is that I visited a sex store, I think it was Priscilla McCall's, and I decided to pick up a sex toy because I wanted to know what it felt like to be penetrated. I got what was called an anal trainer. An anal trainer basically is kind of like a little dildo that's not like a full, huge, like humongous dildo that you just shove up your ass and go. Something that basically trains your rectum to stretch out and be able to receive anything that is phallic or maybe not phallic, you never know. So I got that and some lube, some cheap ass lube, and I decided to say, hey, let's go try this as soon as I get back home. I got this when I was actually in a different town with a friend, so I waited till I got home to try this, and I was so excited. So the day came, I got back home, it was a Sunday night, and my mom was leaving. At this time, I lived with my mom still. My mom was going out for the night, so I was like, let me try to start training myself. I read some like stuff online, I watched some videos online about how to train your butthole, and I thought I would be just a natural at this. Turns out I wasn't, and I am not by any means. What I did was take a nice shower, I cleaned my butthole. The first thing to bottoming is make sure your booty is fresh. You do not want any dingleberries. You don't want any rootin' tooty fresh and fruities up in your booty hole. It needs to be fresh. So I got in there and cleaned my figgy pudding, and it was nice. You know, it was quite nice. You have to make sure that you're relaxed and at peace when you're taking a womp womp up your womp womp. What you do is you have to kind of relax your sphincter muscles so the phallus or any type of like object can kind of just go in there and you can hopefully reach your prostate, which is your G-spot. The first time I tried this, I put a nice little setting out. I put cover over my my nice duvet. I put on music. I got butt ass naked, and I used so much lube. And when I put it in, like I said, I thought I'd be a natural. But what I didn't know is my butthole is naturally shy. I decided to stick it in, and it was just like, nope, 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 nope. It just wouldn't work. I don't know why. I didn't realize why it didn't work because I watched porn and I realized, hey, a lot of guys just stick it up there and it's just good to go. A lot of guys can make anything from like a fucking banana to a traffic cone disappear in their asshole, and I'm not one of those guys. I gave it some time. I got it in there, but it took forever just for me to get the head in. At that time, I was exhausted. I had to go to work the next day. It was like maybe like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I decided to take my ass to bed and try again later. Now here is the interesting story about me bottoming for the first time. So a week passed when I worked my job. For me to kind of relax on the weekends, I would get like a bottle of wine, some grapes, and just drink the bottle of wine, eat some grapes, relax, put myself at peace. And I remember at this time I was watching like Orange is the New Black, and I was like, my mom's leaving right now. Maybe I should try this whole bottoming situation again. Instead of just like taking a glass of wine, I chugged a whole bottle of wine so I could get myself pretty drunk and pretty relaxed, just to let myself go, let myself be at a more relaxed state. About 20 minutes later, I was pretty drunk. I thought I was able to bottom a lot easier. So what I did was close the windows, I locked my door, my mom was already gone, it was around 9:30 at night, and I pulled out my handy dandy nifty little anal trainer and a shit ton of lube, and I decided to go to town on myself. And it took a lot less time because I kind of knew the whole routine. I gotta like introduce the anal trainer to my butthole, my boot hole. I need to introduce the anal trainer to my butthole, like, hi anal trainer, this is my butthole. Womp. It didn't take nearly as long. I got the head in quite easily, which means I'm learning. I was getting farther and farther in, and like I said, when you're stretching out a cavity that hasn't really been stretched out before, because prior to this I've never touched my butthole, literally have never had any type of anal sex, nothing. Well, not as a receiver, but did none of that. I started to get farther and farther in, and I kept pulling it out and getting farther in and pulling it out just to make sure that everything was going good and that it wasn't stretching my sphincter, because that shit hurts. I got in farther, I got in farther, and I got in farther, and I was getting close to reaching my prostate, reaching the heavenly land of G-spot stimulation, until my brother decided to come in and knock on my fucking door. So me, I have my fucking legs all the way up in the air, I'm drunk, a dildo shoved up my asshole, and there's lube everywhere. My brother was just like, hey, can you open the door? I need to ask you something. I don't know how we got in the fucking house. I don't know how this shit happened. He just decided to bring his ass in, and now I'm stuck here with like a dildo up my ass, my legs in the air, and just confused as shit because I don't know how to get out of this. I ripped my dildo out, and the thing is, when you rip something out your butthole, it creates this plunger effect, which means a lot of other stuff comes out of there. Granted, I was mostly clean, so all that kind of flew out was lube. I literally just put on a pair of pants, no underwear, hid my dildo and hid my wine bottle, and put a hat on just to make it seem like I was just being normal. And I opened the door and was just like, hey, what are you doing here? My asshole is still gaping. I don't know what I was doing at this point. And he just was like, I just wanted to say hi. I just wanted to check on you. And I'm like, you couldn't like just do it over a text message? You just couldn't call me or something? Like, you had to drive literally 30 minutes just to say hi to me while I'm literally trying to reach the promised land of anal pleasure? But no, he wanted to say hi to me at that time, and I was really pissed. Very, very, very pissed. He ended up spending like 30 minutes in the apartment talking to me while my asshole is pulsating, to the point where my asshole got shy again and just closed up. And yeah, basically ended up leaving, and I was like, let's try this again. But it was hard because I already felt on edge, and I didn't want my brother to make a surprise appearance again while I had like my fucking handy dandy anal trainer upside my asshole. So it was a little bit difficult. And then also, when I looked at the anal trainer, I realized it had a little bit of residue on it because I didn't fleet the night before or the night of. I just decided to stick it up my rectum without cleaning myself, which is, like I said, anal sex rule number 1, make sure you're clean. And I didn't do that. So from then on, I think the whole idea of me using an anal trainer and being a bottom has been a little bit harder for me. Now, personally, would I ever see myself bottoming for somebody? Of course I would. If I love the person, or if I just wanted somebody to like have a taste of my figgy pudding, I would definitely bottom for them. It is a little bit harder. I was so used to topping when I was with girls, and when I'm with guys, I'm so used to topping because they already see me as being more dominant and masculine because of the beard and because I present myself in a more masculine way, that, you know, I don't hate topping. I actually love topping. I love being dominant. I love sticking my wiener in something. It doesn't really faze me too much. But that's my story for you guys today. I was just kind of like thinking about funny stories, and I really wanted to tell you guys this. It's extremely personal and it's kind of embarrassing, but hey, it's a horror story for Halloween. Make sure to follow my social media links. The links are listed below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for commenting. Thank you guys for subscribing. And I'm really, really, really happy that you guys are finding my videos and are liking my videos. A lot of you guys have reached out on Instagram and Tumblr and Twitter saying how much you like my videos and how you think I'm funny. I'm really, really, really appreciative of all the love that I'm getting, and I really just can't wait to make more content. And like I said, leave ideas because I don't know what you guys want. I hope you guys like this video, and you'll see my face soon again. I will see you guys later. And until then, stay happy, stay amazing. And I'll see you later.